Hey, Centerpoint, I just want to say again, thank you for financially investing in the stories of people who are finding freedom in Jesus. And I say it every month, but you're not always going to know their names, which is one of the reasons I do this video every month to connect your financial investment and the stories that it's creating. And there are people like Jasmine, who was just baptized 2 weeks ago and said, I've always had faith in God, but I've never really understood or felt what it was like to be a follower of Jesus. And she said, since attending church at Centerpoint a little over a year and a half ago, I began for the first time to understand what this felt like. And she said, I can't imagine a better place than here at Centerpoint, surrounded by this great community and family and friends. And she went on to go public with her faith through baptism. And so I just want to remind you again, your financial giving is an investment in that life change. Those are the names that many times you don't ever hear about, but it's having a significant impact in their life. And we get the privilege of footing the bill for so many people who are curious about Jesus, who are following Jesus, who are finding a family at Centerpoint and beginning to grow in Jesus. And we had an incredible May where our church actually grew with new people in a significant way. So many people are inviting others to come sit with them, and then those people and families are finding a home. In fact, we had to add chairs in multiple services throughout May, and our average attendance was at the same level as January, which is unheard of in May. It means there's significant growth happening in our church. We've baptized 19 people in the past 2 months. We had our largest night of Discover CC with brand new CCers. And then we also ended our CC student school year with over 100 students, nearly 50% of them from unchurched families. And now we have over 30 plus people attending camp this week. And I've said it before, but it's incredibly expensive to create those environments. But your investment makes that possible. I mean, imagine if you had grown up in the kind of environments we're creating for students and kids, where your life might be, your grandkids' lives, your kids' lives. And we've seen so many individuals and families grow in a relationship with Jesus just over this last month. This is the last story. This guy said, I recently realized that I was not loving others properly because I never knew of God's love for me. And he said, the shock of this realization, the strain of my behavior and what it put on my marriage caused me to turn fully to Christ. And 2 weeks ago, he said, I'm being baptized to profess that I'm washed in the blood of Jesus, and I want to model to my children and my spouse the belief that God is the only way to a truly full life. Don't ever underestimate the impact that you are having. And so as you know, it is because of your planned percentage priority giving that's setting the stage for that life change. It doesn't just happen. You are helping us create a safe community for people to belong, where they can explore faith, where they can grow in faith. So I just want to encourage you. We're at a critical time where our growth is outpacing our generosity just because there's so many new people, which is a great problem to have. But would you consider taking the step to be even more consistent if you're not giving every single month, to maybe consider upping your percentage as God blesses? And for some of us, giving sacrificially, giving first, and trusting God, because we get the privilege of investing in something that's way bigger than us and creating an alternative to church as usual for so many people. And I've never, ever doubted whether that investment is worth it. So thank you for standing with us. Thank you for your generosity. And let's continue to reach this community as we're generous toward people that maybe we'll never know, but they are stories and they are names that are altered and changed forever. Thank you.